Hello, everyone, and welcome back for a follow up episode of Jimmy and I ranking fantasy tropes 5 years later. Um, we were missing Ash from Pages in the Stars. She is no longer super active on BookTube, but I thought it would be fun to get Jimmy on the stream and do this one more time. Thank you to everyone in the chat who is joining us. Anita, Kale, good morning. Where are you in the world? That 6 p.m. is good morning for you. And Sumatra, welcome.
Has to be New Zealand or Australia.
Yeah.
I imagine. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
Jimmy,
I know we
how
weren't
are you?
supposed I'm good. I'm good. And I feel a little embarrassed right now because we weren't supposed to look at our tropes, right? We weren't looking.
No.
Okay? I didn't, and I'll tell you how you can know is because I forgot that Ash was part of our stream. I did not remember that. I forgot there was a third person, and I miss Ash. What
Yeah.
a shame. What a shame.
So many people. Australia, Kayla says. Awesome. Welcome. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the stream. And we were just talking about light topics before the stream started, so I'm in a really good headspace now. Thanks, Jimmy.
Hey, if you ever need it, you know I'm an optimistic guy. I'm here for the good vibes and the uplifting. That's me.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. I have a free trial of Tier Maker, so I'm not going to subject you all to the egregious ads that they have on that website. But here is the same exact tier list that we did last time. And it's not too long. So I think it'll be fun to go through these with you, Jimmy.
Are we gonna pull up the old one at the end?
We will. I
Okay.
meant to ask someone to do that for me so I didn't have to look at it. So I'll just do it at the end of the stream when we're
Do it live.
Yeah. That's the chatting with nuts energy that we need.
I agree.
Okay, Jimmy, how do you feel about amazing food?
I got to make a conscious effort to not try to guess what I did last time and just answer it how I feel in the moment. I have to do that. So as soon as you said it, I immediately thought of George R. R. Martin, and I think about how he describes every single meal and how everyone hates it but me, and I love it. So I'm going to say amazing food, can't get enough. I can't get enough of it. Who doesn't want to be a little bit hungry reading? Come on.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's just put it in can't get enough because I was thinking about this earlier because I looked very briefly at the previous stream to find out which one of these tier lists we did last time so I could get the exact same one. And I was pondering on this one specifically. And I will say that, Jimmy, you did mention George R. R. Martin last time. So you're consistent, if anything.
I've read nothing else. I've just read George R. R. Martin 5 years.
I was thinking about this trope in terms of, so I just read The Dagger and the Coin, which is a series that you really like as well, or love as well.
Yeah.
And I really like how Daniel Abraham uses food in that series, and like authors like Robin Hobb, where they will like describe the food. Like I can taste like the sausage and the bread and the cheese from the guards room in Buckkeep. And then like in Tawny Man, when Hobb describes like the oily seed cakes. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I wouldn't like them.
Yeah, like I think using food as a world building aspect is really great and underrated. So I'm okay with putting that in top tier.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, if you think about it, I would say, at least for me personally, like food is maybe my number one motivator. it is like my favorite thing in the world, probably. Very American of me to say, I think. But another thing that you can do with food is kind of use it as like a setup or a symbol. So for instance, every time Arbor Gold wine is drank in A Song of Ice and Fire, someone's lying.
Oh,
like little
that's
things
cool.
like that. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Interesting. Hello, everyone in chat who's coming in. Andy Smith is instigating.
By the way, Andy said he was hoping his episode would eclipse yours in views. It has not.
It's only been out for a week yet.
I'm just saying. Just saying, Andy. You're failing.
Hello, Evie. Everything trashed here. Okay, just real quick. I was pondering as well, like the practice of ranking tropes, and it does feel a little bit arbitrary because any trope that we
Oh
put
yeah.
in absolute trash, I could see an author taking that and like completely changing my mind. So it's
Yeah.
all about execution.
It's
So
always about execution. I actually try to steer away from saying I'm not a big fan of this thing. I really try to get away from that because I've had so many people point out, well, you like these three things that are just that, like that. And I'm like, well, those are different. In
yeah,
reality, they're not different. They're just,
yeah.
I'm not even gonna say better executed, but executed to my taste.
Hmm.
There might be someone who loves enemies to lovers. All right. That could be, but to me, it might be trash, but it is subjective, I think.
Hello, Ray. Andy Smith said, "I'm willing, though not happy, to lose to Red Book." Well, I'm very happy that you lost to me.
The
It's
Andy is not willing.
the god Andy is not willing. Okay. Here comes the cavalry twist is the next trope.
So by twist, we just mean like we didn't see the Riders of Roham, a row. Wait, row what? Help me, I
You,
forget.
you got it right. Rohan.
Okay, woo. Coming like at that. That's what we mean. Like here's the horn type
Uh-huh.
deal.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I, I might just be basic. This is either good or can't get enough. I'm somewhere between that. I love a good here comes the cavalry moment.
I am with you. This is one of my favorite things in fantasy, actually. So I'm going to put this above Amazing Food.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Uh, and speaking of George R. R. Martin, there's several moments like this, and I've only seen the show, so
Hmm.
don't kill me. But there's several great moments like this in the show that I love. So I'm okay with just putting that at the top.
Yeah, he has one that happens towards the end of a book that genuinely shocked me when I read it. Like I did not see it coming. I had lost track of a character, and I don't. Again, I mean, it's not hard. There's like 20 characters to pay attention to, but I was like genuinely like mouth on the ground, like what? It's him? Like that's so cool. So I think it's one of the few times where the author maybe has the opportunity to surprise us. If we've read even a lot of fantasy, like I still
Mhm.
get surprised by this at times. Sometimes it's because it's wholly unrealistic, but I don't even care about that. I think here, the Great Hunts, Here Comes the Cavalry moments,
Oh
like
yeah.
among the best. I love it.
Oh, oh my, I was about to start ranting about the TV show.
Go
But yeah,
off.
that is one of my favorite moments in Wheel of Time is the ending of the Great Hunt, and
Oh,
specifically like a great Matt Cawthon moment. And
hmm,
just like to me, that is what epic fantasy is about, is like they despite all odds, they've earned this win so much that like they just have to win. Like even if it defies all logic.
yeah, like holding the line might be one of the most noble things ever.
Hmm.
Like when you
Yeah.
send people that where they know they are going to most likely die and they accomplish what they set out to do and hold the lines, like, oh, I don't know. I think that's why, like, even whenever we hear about like real world wars and things like this, like
Hmm.
obviously it's horrific. People are losing their lives, but I think no matter like view or whatever, like when you hear about that kind of
Hmm.
event, even in our real world, it's like it's almost like awe inspiring. Like, oh, there really are heroes. There really are people who are just like larger than life, that like stand for something or fight for something or whatever. It gets me emotional. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's in the act of like the fact that they were willing to put everything on the line and then they're saved. Like Anitha says here, I want people to survive. I think that's the gist of it. It's just so good.
Mm.
And even if it's not surprising, I always love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Here Comes the Cavalry and like Last Stand, like those two are probably, when it comes to
Hmm.
action, probably my favorites.
What if we just put everything and can't get enough?
That's what I was worried about. Like back to back, that's a rough look for the boy. That's tough. It's real tough.
How do you feel about the chosen one?
I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over it. I'm, you know, if we're going off things I want to read about, I have to put in the trash tier. Because like
Okay.
whenever someone tells me, "Oh, this is a chosen one story," I almost immediately go, "Oh, I'm not reading it." I'm kind of good. I don't know. It We had this big long talk in my Discord a while back, maybe a couple days ago,
Mhm.
and I also talked about this in my last wrap up, but about predictability in books and like how do things become predictable in a genre, and then also how do you evaluate that? Because it's not wholly a bad thing to be predictable. It's actually can
Mhm.
be a very good thing.
Yeah.
Most of it depends on execution, right? So I think the chosen one is very predictable. You know, there has
Mhm.
to be a fourth name drawn out of the goblet of fire. Who's it going to be? Well, of course, it's going to be the main character. It's just like, okay, I guess. So for me, I I just never feel the stakes in a chosen one story. I just don't. I've been shocked and swerved a couple times in a few series
Mhm.
by it, but I don't know.
I can't even remember the last time I read a fantasy series with the chosen one. Um, I mean, my favorite, like Wheel of Time, is definitely a chosen one
Yeah.
situation that I think is executed really well.
Hmm.
Um, so I think in honor of your absolute trash and my Wheel of Time love, I'm going to put it in bad.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't have stories that chosen ones I really love. I mean, there's like Paul from Dune. I think Rand is from where I got into the series pretty interesting,
Hmm.
and so of course there's like good ones, but it's like going forward in my reading, it's certainly at the bottom of like things I want to read about. I think maybe I could be convinced otherwise. I'm a fence sitter, Rid. I don't know.
There's going to be a book that comes out next year that you're going to read, and it's going to be a chosen one, and it's going to be like your favorite book of all time.
It's gonna be book of the year. So here's a question: is Demon Copperhead a chosen one?
That's an interesting question.
I
I
don't think he's a chosen one. Fitz is not a chosen one either.
No, I think they're chosen ones in that they like are born into shitty situations, and through their own strife and struggle they have to climb their ways out of that, and they
Mhm.
really don't get anything handed to them. So it's like the
Yeah.
anti-chosen one. They're
Yeah,
like,
and in some ways you're right. It's like anti-chosen one, or maybe chosen for like, and I'm thinking of Fitz, like a specific task. Like he
mhm.
kind of does bear the weight of being part of like the royal family,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's not that he's like benefiting greatly or has the most magical of powers. Like there's other people that share like the things that he can do and whatever. But yeah, but the thing about the chosen one, I'm gonna kind of go on a rant here. One of the things I don't like about the chosen one is that no one can agree when someone's a chosen one. So I put out a long time ago. I put out a Way of Kings review.
Mhm.
Okay, I'd only read book one.
Mhm.
I said, well, Kaladin's a chosen one. And everyone came for me in the comments. They were like, he's not the chosen one. Dad, there's more than one character. I'm like, well, you can have a cast of characters and one of them be the chosen one. Like, that's what Wheel of
Yeah.
Time is. And Kaladin is clearly, in my opinion, clearly the chosen one, at least at the beginning of the series. So, like, I don't
I
know.
think the difference between Kaladin and Fitz is that Kaladin, and this is not spoilers because this happens at the beginning of the Way of
Yeah,
Kings, but Kaladin is chosen by Sylphrena,
literally chosen.
and whereas like Fitz, he has powers and magical things going on, but he like those are like inherited things and not necessarily things that he is chosen for. So I,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I see Kaladin as a chosen one.
Well, I wish you were there 5 years ago when I posted that review to defend me in the comments because everyone called me stupid. Well, it's funny though. They interpreted that as a bad thing.
Mm,
They thought I was being negative about it, and I wasn't. They're
yeah,
like,
it's just a descriptor.
yeah, but it's weird that their first instinct was that's a negative thing to say about the book. It's kind of
Mhm.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Psychoanalyzing Stormlight fans.
Oh, I could do it all day. I could do it all day.
Anita says Jimmy hates Way of Adan. Ooh.
I mean, there is a chosen one in that, and he has a dumb name. Like Dave Raven's a dumb name objectively, but
I just got the Audible or audiobook on Audible for
uh,
this, so I'm glad to hear that.
hearing Alan swear is so fun because he doesn't cuss. So he
Uh-huh.
cusses in the audiobook, and I just rewind it. I'm like, yes.
Does he not cuss out of like because he's a teacher?
I don't think it's just in his vernacular. He just doesn't do it. He's just
Oh,
he's Mr. Goody Two Shoes. He won't say ass. Absurd.
psychoanalyzing Alan.
Oh, I've done that for 100 hours at this point. Cool.
I'm assuming this is like a Jimmy's Discord inside joke.
So Kelhus, Kellis or Kelhus, I've heard it both ways, is the chosen one of the second Apocalypse bar, Scott Baker, who's essentially Paul from Dune amped up to like 1,000 and is horrible human being. Definitely the most interesting, like tearing down of a chosen one, I would say. Whereas, Rand is nuanced, right? I would say that Paul from Dune, fairly nuanced. Kellis is the complete opposite. Like, it's like, what if it was just all bad? Like, what if he was just a psychopath? That would be interesting. So he is, I will say, I think Kellis is like one of, like, if you had to like write a paper about fantasy chosen ones, I think he would be a phenomenal one to put into the paper. Yeah.
Speaking of our Scott Baker, Joanna's in the chat. Hello, Joanna.
Oh, Joanna.
I love Jimmy's tangents. Kaladin is the chosen one to me too. Well, you've got people who agree with you. Fitz is the catalyst, but he's like a normal guy. So true.
I like the catalyst title a lot.
Anita also agrees with you. Don't listen to the haters. Everyone just agrees with us. This is great.
So based. I mean, I created a channel to have an echo chamber. Like, that was why I made a channel. Alan knows too many words to cuss.
Witching and moaning.
Yeah, witching and moaning is my favorite Alan's slogan, other than yelling his wife's name.
Christina. I've been watching Alan's streams, has been very entertaining.
He's a gem. He's a gem.
Okay, we need to get moving. Cursed Beauty. I don't like this one.
No, let's put that in the trash tier. I'm out.
Yeah.
I thought like Brian Lee Durfee, in his series, he has like this beautiful princess who actually ends up getting disfigured. And her face was like on coins and such. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like Lost Beauty is more interesting. For instance, like, there's something that happens to Jaime Lannister within A Song of Ice and Fire that really changes his perspective on life and also like his value, like what he's valued in his life. So I think like whenever, maybe not even Cursed Beauty or Lost Beauty, but like Lost defining trait. I think that's interesting, but Cursed Beauty doesn't do a damn thing for me, really.
Okay, a lot of people don't know what Cursed Beauty is, and I think that Cursed Beauty. So if anyone's read the YA book Monster by Kirsten Cashore, something like that, and it's basically about where usually it's in YA where like the main female protagonist is like really beautiful, and it's like a bad thing for her, but she's really beautiful.
It's like influencers complaining on Instagram about how hard their lives are.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. They called Tyrone Woodley the Frozen One due to his low output fighting style.
Which, what are you? I know what you're talking about, but why are you saying that? Like, what? Oh, the Frozen One over the Chosen One. Oh my gosh, this is like a really deep mixed martial arts cut. Like, I don't know why Mitch is saying this right now. I'm the only person who understands that.
He's trying to have a like one-on-one conversation with you through the screen.
Mitch is the funniest person I've ever met. He's so ridiculous.
Success is mine, spelling Alan's name wrong.
Is Edward Cullen a reverse Cursed Beauty?
No, I would say no, because Edward Cullen's beauty is like good for them. Like the Cursed Beauty is like kind of like Snow White, where like you have to be like locked away because of it. It's like, I think it's like
Rapunzel,
female encoded. Yeah, I think Rapunzel's a good one.
Account? Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, we hate influencers. What about dragons?
I think back in the day, I probably put this into can't get enough, but I think right now I'm in like, I'm taking it for where I'm at reading right now. I'm going to put it in the good category.
Okay.
And it should probably go in the top one, but I'm waiting for someone to kind of do what Robin Hobb did for me and really change up dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, I think. Well, I'm not going to say the series name because I think it's kind of a spoiler. But I like when fantasy authors do something different with dragons, and I think that on the other side of the coin, fantasy authors will often just put a dragon in and expect it to be implicitly cool because it's a dragon.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of Marie Brennan's history, A Natural History of Dragons, which was I went into it so excited because I was like, wow, this sounds like a really cool thing to like take fantasy and like come at it in like a archaeological like sciency vibe, and it was just really boring.
Yeah. That book got me excited because of the cover, and I've not
Mhm.
heard a single good thing about it.
That book actually made me mad, and I don't get mad at books very often. I feel like I'm very forgiving of books if I do say so myself. So I almost want to know what you would think of it, but I actually think it's not worth your time.
I know it has to be somewhat negative because I don't know if I've ever heard you describe a book as boring in my life.
Uh-huh. And I
Like you
read a
and I
lot of
like boring
boring books.
books. Yeah, we love boring books. That's
Yeah.
our brand.
Yeah. Yeah. If I think a book is boring, like it's gonna make you go gray
I
early.
trust you. I trust you on this.
We're talking about A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan.
As a bad example of dragons.
Johanna says that sounds boring to me. Oh no.
Oh,
Andy's out
Andy.
here.
Andy is just out of control, dude. Like
Andy's instigating in chat. He's instigating in his shop.
somebody's got to unplug the router. Like we got to take him off the internet. It's bad. Change the Wi-Fi password.
Less archaeological and more mystery. That's true. That's probably a better way of describing it. But I feel like the cover and the marketing and all of that was that's what I thought it was going to be. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Natural.
Oh no, Anitha has to read it as part of a TBR swap. Oh
Get wrecked, Anitha.
yeah, the covers do go hard.
They go so hard. Some of my favorite modern covers.
I was very negative on The Magus by John Fowles recently. Another book that I made myself finish despite knowing I was going to hate it. More Krakens. I feel like you're into the octopi, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I love me some Octopussy. That's my favorite.
Oh, so you're going to say that on my stream, huh?
That's a proper word. Look it up.
Okay. Well, it's okay because I'm not even monetized, so I'm doing it for the love of the game right now.
Oh wait, maybe it's not a real word. Hold on.
There's no way that octopussy is a real word.
Is a real word. Hold on. This is important. Okay, it is. It is used as a diminutive or endearing term for an octopus.
Oh,
And
okay.
also a James Bond character, which doesn't shock me.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it does. That doesn't shock me at all.
Speaking of octopi or octopuses, in my copy of NYRB, there was a
Rubbing it in.
article about octopi and how cool they are, which sucks because you have been barred from the literary snobiety of NYRB.
They said that they declined me because my forehead was too big. And I thought that was rude.
They sent a handwritten letter. This
did.
editor-in-chief of NYRB said that.
Yeah, and they put a sketch of me, and my head was almost the size of the full page. It was very rude.
Do I have to make a video about A Natural History of Dragons and why it's bad?
Yes.
No, but that requires me to read it again, which I don't want to do. Okay, so it's Jane Austen, but in the same way that like she uses dragons and just puts like dragons in and expects you to love it because it's dragons in Jane Austen. Like that sounds cool, but it's not. I promise.
Well, I'm certainly trusting you over Andy.
Yeah, exactly. No, okay. Maybe I'll read Jenny Wirtz instead.
You should do that instead.
What's the next trope? The pseudo European medieval setting.
I actually remember, I think you sold this last time. I think you were like, I'm out. Um,
Oh, really?
I feel like that's true, but it also could have been Ash. I can't remember. I feel like I was like pretty high on it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna take it or leave it at this point. I'm not tired of it necessarily, but it's too much of the default. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
just too much.
yeah. I'm okay. Like I don't hate it because I feel like I'm at the point in my reading where I'm starting to get a little nostalgia pilled. So like sometimes I'll think of these things and be like, wasn't that great when I read it when I was like 5 years younger?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with take it or leave it. I could be swayed.
See, now we have
Especially oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Well, this is incorrect what I was about to say, but Will of the Many is a Roman inspired setting, which is before European, but I feel like it's in the lineage. So I really liked Will of the Many.
Yeah, and
So
Will of the Many, honestly, I felt like the Roman stuff was almost just dressing, like set dressing after
yeah.
the first like 10% of the book. It's
Mhm.
certainly there. Like all the names are annoying and everything, but it wasn't overly Roman, we will say.
Give me French settings or give me death. So
French
this
settings.
is another one where I know Naomi Novik has a French inspired setting, and I don't
Yeah.
like Naomi Novik.
I didn't like His Majesty's Dragon, the Napoleon one. I mean, Napoleon with dragons. I'm like, this is going to be the greatest thing I've ever read. And it wasn't horrible. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't read that one, but I read Uprooted, which is blurbed by Ursula K. Le Guin, and I was like, oh my god, UKLG blurbed it, but it was not good.
Hmm. See, you can't trust the Gwen.
And Robin Hobb.
Oh God. Yeah. She's getting paid for those. There ain't no way.
What is Hellmouth, Holly Holly?
Oh, it's a Bohemian horror. Bohemian
Oh,
horror. It's about 60 or 70 pages long. The audiobook is phenomenal. And it is spooky, it's atmospheric, and it is probably like top 3 novellas I've read. It's amazing.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind for when I need to juice up my end of the year book numbers.
It's definitely worth your time.
What is Andy talking about? Is this from Natural History of Dragons?
I
He's still
have
talking about that.
Andy is so 2000 and late. I've always wanted to say that.
David DeCero, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, David.
Not tired of it, but it's a pleasant surprise when you get a different setting, like in the Rage of Dragons. Yeah, I think Rage of Dragons, the setting is one of its definitely one of its strengths
Yeah,
for
I'd
sure.
agree. I'd agree.
When is the last book in that series coming out?
Dude, I think he's done. I think he was like,
Really?
they want me to. I know he was like really struggling with it, and I do think he kind of. I think authors have this unrealistic expectation of themselves that they need to put out a book a year because that's what like authors do.
Hmm.
I When people were complaining about it taking 2 years, I was like, who cares? Like
Yeah.
let him cook. I actually prefer it take him 5 years. But then he came out and said like, I am struggling to write this book,
Oh,
and that's different, right? Like I don't like that. It's not
yeah.
like, he's in the kitchen whipping us up something. He's obviously going through something. So I I liked book 2 actually. I thought book 2 was fun.
Yeah. I didn't love book one, but I'm not the target demo for that. So I was
I
like,
wouldn't
let
yeah,
the boys have fun with
I
this one.
wouldn't recommend it to many people. So Rage of Dragons is probably the book that I have changed my opinion on the most since I reviewed it.
Hmm.
Because I think if I read it today, I would give it like a 2 or 3 and be like, yeah, it was fine. But I loved it when I read it. Like loved it. And there's still stuff I really enjoy about it. I talk about the magic system a lot. Like
Hmm.
all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I'd love it if I read it today.
Yeah. Middle Eastern settings are cool. Dagger and
Mhm.
Coin sort of has like a Turkish-ish vibe to it, which is cool.
Mhm.
Holly and Evie backing me up on the uprooted hate. Love to see it. Oh, Celtic Afterlife. What book is that?
Interesting.
Actually Romantic by Taylor Swift. Oh, Andy.
God, Andy.
Okay. East Indian stuff. Oh, interesting. Okay, I have to keep moving, but all these comments are so interesting. Yeah, last book, waiting for it.
Yeah. I hope we get it. I hope so.
Okay, next trope. Chop chop. The evil overlord. This is take it or leave it for me.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards that as well, just because as soon as you said I didn't have a gut response, which is probably the definition of take it or leave it.
I'm into the well, okay. I'm into the like vibe where you get into the head of the evil overlord.
Mhm.
That's fun, which actually makes me want to bump it up to good.
There's a high ceiling for Evil Overlord. A very
Yeah.
high ceiling. I think the floor's not that bad. Because you know, it makes someone hateable. I mean, you definitely can do it in a way that's distasteful and I hate it and I don't want to read about it.
Mhm.
But most Evil Overlords are at least fine.
Yeah. The one that's coming to mind that I really didn't like is the Sun Eater, the Cialson
Yeah.
evil overlord. Big reason why I DNF'd the series after Kingdoms of Death,
Yeah.
is because I didn't like the evil overlord. But then when it's done really well, where you like get into the head of um the the villain, that's when I really like it. Also, I just realized I was supposed to put in an order for dinner and I forgot to.
What are we getting? What's on the menu?
I was supposed to put in an order for Chinese food and Nat was going to pick it up, but I did not do that. So I'm going to text him.
Insert raccoon on scooter gif.
Wow. That's a real deep cut.
It's so deep.
That's how I know you're an OG, Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anita says I don't mind a Lord Ruler once in a while. Yeah, they're good when they're good. Like
there's
Mistborn has a good one.
there's a
It's a
US
fun little
joke in here
twist on
somewhere.
it. Yeah. Uh, anyway.
I do think, by the way, I agree with you. I think the Cielson was like the one of the number one things that I was so curious about in Sun Eater. And
Mhm.
then once we started to see more of them, the less I like the series. So I'm actually with
Yeah.
you on that.
Yeah. That series had a lot of potential. I think I might go back and finish it one day, but
Yeah, I still have to read book 6, and I think book 7 either just came out or is coming out. Um,
yeah.
so I'll finish the series just because I'm so far into it, and they're not like unenjoyable reads by any means. You
Mhm.
know, they go down pretty quick.
Oh,
Ooh,
that sounds
okay.
cool. Success is mine. Sublords were way more interesting in Sun Eater. Yeah, the
Hmm.
subplots were the best parts of that book series. Hello, Brian from Belltube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first quarter of Kingdoms of Death is one of my least favorite quarters of a book I've ever read. Actually, I really,
the entirety of that book was just like I didn't like it.
yeah, I I think I liked it more than 5. Unfortunately, Paul with the Dragon scootered it.
uh, Sun Eater overrated. Wow, every time we say a hot take, everyone just agrees with us. This is
That's
amazing.
so based. First
Jimmy
person.
going to be the first person to not read a book his name is in.
Yeah, I'm in the forward of Disquiet Gods and Sun Eater, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I should probably read it. Great Evil Overlord. Yeah. Baez is awesome. I would agree with that.
Is Baez another Scott
Baez
Baker?
Baez is from First Law, and it is what if Gandalf kept the ring for himself?
That's a cool.
Oh yeah, Baez is a bastard. Like but he's fun to read. I mean, he's really fun to read about, I think.
He's so bad it's almost humorous, Ray
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, he's just such a scoundrel.
Is it still hot takes if everyone agrees with you? I guess it's not. I guess we're just serving up cold takes.
Yeah, I mean, in our realm, right? The Rid realm, we're
Yeah.
good.
I've curated a very specific kind of person around myself, except for Andy. Andy's the one exception.
Oh, listen, Andy, the problem with Andy is that he's Andy, you know, and there's some people who shouldn't come back to YouTube. And
So true.
Rid Realm much better than Weave World.
What's Weave World? What are all these references?
Weave World is a Clive Barker fantasy novel. And Clive Barker is actually, I mean, if you want to talk about a fascinating guy, Clive
Uh-huh.
Barker is he writes like BDSM into his books, and he was like a deeply closeted gay man who got it out in his writing,
Mhm.
and like a lot of like psychological exploring like sexuality stuff, and the Weave World's supposed to be insane. I've not read it. I own it, but I've not read it. Clive Barker is prose is amazing. Super good
Interesting.
writer. Yeah,
Gazpacho takes. Gazpacho takes.
I love it.
Okay. Strict
And
strict good versus evil.
Andy just messaged me and put some people shouldn't come back to the YouTube. I laughed out loud. uh, I'll tell you what, Rid, I'm gonna say, and this I don't know if this is a hot take. I'm gonna put strict good versus evil in the absolute trash can.
Okay.
I, I listen. I want to hear. What do you think? What's your take? I would like to hear what you're feeling in today.
Well, okay, so it's been done really well in Lord of the Rings, but I'm currently
Mhm.
reading Narnia, and I actually find the morality of Narnia, it's very interesting, but it's also cloying in a way where C.S. Lewis clearly has an idea of what is right and what is wrong, and there's almost like this arrogance to the way he depicts evil,
Mhm.
and I think I find that irritating sometimes. As
I
as interesting as it is, and I think that in Lord of the Rings, there even in Lord of the Rings, is it strict good versus evil, right? It's
Mhm.
like Gollum Gollum, you know? Gollum. So,
Boromir.
yeah, all of like, it's very gray actually in Lord of the Rings, so I think it's like it's almost never actually strict good versus evil.
That's exactly where I was going to go with it. It's the strict modifier that I dislike because you can have a story that is not strictly good versus evil and have a wide range of characters, like a spectrum of characters. You can still have like really good characters. Like a lot of people always say, everyone in First Law, or not, I'm not First Law, I'm sorry, A Song of Ice and Fire is bad, or you know, they're hateable.
Mhm,
That's This is simply not true. I mean, Davos exists, Samwell Tarly exists, Brienne
mhm,
exists. Like there are actually good-hearted people in the series. There's also people I feel very conflicted about. There's also
mhm.
people that are just straight evil, like Joffrey, of course. But so I think the strict modifier is what bothers me about this, and it's almost impossible to slot things into like a good versus evil dichotomy when we all don't share the exact same beliefs of what's moral and what isn't, right? Like so yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. I just you know, I hate to get on it again, but I look at something like Sun Eater, and when the lines became very drawn of like, well, this is bad and this is good, I thought the series became way less interesting, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
and that definitely happens in Kingdoms of Death, and I mean, Wheel of Time, I love it, but I actually think that Wheel of Time suffered a little bit, especially later on, and this is, like, light expectation spoilers, so close your ears if you don't want that, but, like, almost every bad person ended up being a dark well, is this a big spoiler? You know, it's like I feel like there could have been a little more grayness in Wheel of Time is what I'll say.
yeah, and you know, I love a good hateable character. I'm not saying that. Like, and I love
Mhm.
a good-hearted character too. But when you say strict, I think there's no room for anything else, and I don't like that. So,
Yeah. I think I don't hate it as much as Cursed Beauty, though, so I'm gonna put it there.
so should we put it in bad? Do you think?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
The homogeneous species. This is like orcs, where it's just like they're always bad.
Oh, trash.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
yeah.
I don't
I
even think it. I think it's obvious why that's a bad thing. Right.
Yeah. What are people saying in the chat? Norm Macdonald bit every time I hear deeply closeted.
It's a great
Haven't
bit.
seen that.
It's a great bit. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Jungian archetypes are more interesting than good and versus evil. I agree with that. I really like. I want to learn more about the archetypes, and so I can start picking them up when I see them in fiction. What do you
Yeah,
think about that?
I don't know anything about that to expose myself.
I don't really know them either. I know that there's like I just know the obvious ones like Oedipus complex and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Everyone in First Law does suck. You know what I like about Andy though, I will say. I feel like Andy's always willing to put his neck out on the line and be the
Yes.
contrarian and
Yes.
like say when he doesn't like something because I feel like Andy was ahead of the curve on the Stormlight criticisms.
Got a lot of hate for that one.
Yeah. Wormtongue had no choice with that name. That's Harry Potter? Or is that
Wormtongue is the gentleman in Lord of the Rings
oh
who is speaking
the
to
advisor,
yeah.
right? Wow, I'm so sorry, Tolkien, that
So,
I would.
so on the nose with that name, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Andy has a good comment. I love strict good is evil is a great trope. White cloaks, Tis Leoson. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, definitely, Andy. Though I think it also can sometimes become a bit trite, depending on how it's done.
Mhm.
But the white cloaks and the Leosin are pretty fun. Well, fun might not be the word to use, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Malazan referenced, so true. Reading what Tolkien said about orcs was really interesting. I'll have to check that out.
I feel like at one point I knew, and now I don't anymore because I've read a lot of Tolkien's like notes and letters.
Have you read like children's Children of Hurin and all those?
No, I haven't, and part of me wants to just dive into the Silmarillion, but I also am just like it's such an undertaking. Like it's not something I'm gonna read fast, right?
Yeah.
And I
It's
thought
pretty
about
dense.
yeah, and I thought about just like breaking out the stories and how they have them like in novelized forms. Like I thought about just doing that, but I feel like I have to read the Silmarillion first before I do that. I think. Do I not have to?
I don't know. Let us know, chat.
Yeah, let us know, Tolkien scholars. Where's Philip at?
Anita agrees with your First Law takes. We're building so much solidarity here today.
This is what we call community.
Yeah. Wormtail is the Harry Potter character. I knew I was close.
Man, did she have any original ideas? No, just kidding.
Get her ass.
Get her ass.
The Lucky Novice.
I don't. What do you think? I feel like I'm answering first every time. I'm gonna ride your coattails on this one. What do you think?
I think this is bad. I really like when I see characters struggle and we see them unless it's like a Matt Cawthon situation where it's like part of their character that they're lucky, I think it's bad.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm in bad. It doesn't like if someone said, "Oh yeah, this story has a lucky novice in it," I would probably take it off my TBR. So I feel like it has to be bad.
Yeah. I'm down.
Oh, Paul said I can absolutely read Children of Hurin first. It's a complete novel. The others are sort of in pieces, so it might be more complete. Okay, maybe I'll read Children of Hurin. Man, that would be a great Christmas book. I think maybe not. Maybe not.
Paul, is it a good Christmas book?
Yeah, Paul, let me know. Is it Christmas vibes? Because to me, Lord of the Rings is a Christmas book.
Do we have examples of the Lucky Novice? I'm gonna Google.
I think most of it's probably in the YA/children's literature, right? I'm just thinking of like random stuff that my teachers read to me. Oh, it's kind of a downer of a book, Paul.
Oh,
well, I'm kind of a downer of a person, so
yeah, that's kind of Jimmy's vibe.
Children of Hurin of the Corn. It's very, very nice spell too. Very nice. Okay, people are saying it's dark. Now I'm way more interested in reading Children of Hurin.
So was this? I remember seeing a Philip Chase stream where he was talking about how Tolkien had like almost like a grimdark series planned. Was this part of that, or is this a separate thing?
I think it. I think it's just. I don't know. I thought we thought it was just history, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
maybe he was going to write the history. I don't know.
Yeah, because he was like apparently like really just disillusioned after writing Lord of the Rings. Okay, Paul said it's Tolkien's versions of grimdark, if that means anything to you.
Okay, interesting. Man, I might pull it off the shelf tonight. That sounds great.
Just gonna start reading right now.
Yeah. So, excuse me.
This is turning into a sprint stream.
Can we do that? Can we?
Yeah. Mickey in Fantasia is a lucky apprentice.
Oh, okay. Good reference there, Andy.
Okay.
Is your Chinese food there?
Yeah. Is it really loud?
What was your order?
I don't know. I since I didn't put the order in, I think Nat just ordered for me.
That's love. Letting
What did
someone
you get?
decide your Chinese order. It's trust.
What'd you get from? Did you get food?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Are you just streaming?
I am. Nat doesn't want to be on camera.
Come on, Nat. Come on. Let's eat on camera. That'll be fun. Let's just eat.
Bilbo is more the lucky novice than Frodo, I think. This is true. I think
That's true.
Bilbo is really good though. I think we just have to exclude Tolkien from all of the tropes because he just doesn't count.
Yeah. He's had enough shine, okay?
Anita said, "Hey, use chicken." That's Nat.
Took me a second, actually.
Magic. Okay, the next one is just magic, which I think whoever made this, like, this is not a trope.
I mean, I don't even know what, like, see, this is the problem, man. like people just start making like connections that don't need to be made. You know what I mean? Like, it's like trope has a definition. Magic
Mhm.
certainly does not fall into it, I don't think. But I mean, I love it. I love magic. I want more of it, but should we just put it in take it or leave it since it's not a real trope?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Now, the mentor, that's a trope.
I love the mentor.
Man.
I think I think a really good mentor is, yeah, kind of essential for any, if you, especially if you have a young sort of inexperienced character.
Mhm.
It's, I'm gonna put that in can't get enough.
Yeah, there's been very, very few mentor. Actually, I can't think of any that I dislike. Moraine's probably my favorite Wheel of Time character. I've only read the first 5 books, by the way, but I mean, Gandalf, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah. Magic is trashed here. I will say there's a lot of fantasy books that are coming out, like Senlin Ascends, that series, and
Mhm.
Baru Cormorant, where it's fantasy, but it's not really magical. And
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
Yeah, much more in line with like Guy Gavriel Kay's take on fantasy.
I haven't read any GGK.
Oh, I think you would love it. I think.
Nat has read a lot of GGK, and he really likes the Fionavar Tapestry.
Oh, nice. I've not read that yet.
Yeah, so I might start with that one whenever I do start.
Yeah, I feel like you will appreciate GGK. I think you'll like it.
Soft magic / hard magic would be a trope. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true. Which, you know, I like both quite a bit, actually. I'm not as opposed to hard magic as a lot of other people seem to be. Yeah,
Mentor rules.
Mentor is
yeah.
awesome.
Las Vegas stage magic. Evil mentor needs to become a thing. I bet that's already a thing.
Well, Hayward got it. Morganies.
Oh. What's that? Is that Baker?
No, isn't Morganies in Wheel of Time? Or am I thinking of the wrong person?
That's more gaze.
Am I thinking more gays? Oh no, no, I'm sorry. Memory Star and Thorn, which is
Oh,
also that is actually also correct. But I was thinking of the person that Ran is trying to learn from. That is bad. Was that
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
who
One
is?
of the Forsaken,
Yeah, who is that? I can't remember.
Asmodean.
Yes, yes, great
Yeah,
name. What a
yeah.
good name.
Another character that they did not include in the show. Just kidding.
It's okay. We've both been hurt by our favorite adaptation. It's fine.
The powerful artifact. I really love a good powerful artifact for some reason.
All the way at the top.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I've actually been thinking about this more and more. I don't know why. Maybe it's nostalgia. You said you were kind of getting nostalgic lately. I've been a little bit, and I'm not a big nostalgia guy, but lately I've been kind of indulging, and
Mm,
a lot of older fiction, I guess, or the stuff I read as a kid had those type of things. And I
yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
I love
I'm
a
all
good
in.
like sword. I love a good ring.
Yep.
Just like yeah, the Great Hunt is an awesome example. The Horn of Valier. It
Yeah,
goes
it's
hard
awesome.
every time.
It goes so hard. Have you
Fantasy
read
fans are material girls.
We are material girls in a material world, believe it or not. Have you read any Terry Brooks, like Shannara?
I read the Sword of Shannara a really long time ago,
I've
to the
been
point
thinking
where I
about it.
don't even want to say that I read it because I was so young when I read it. But yeah.
I've been thinking about maybe trying it because I know like it would scratch some of that nostalgia. Plus, I've never read Terry Brooks, which I should because he's the first fantasy author ever to be on the best-selling list ever. So
Oh,
I
I
feel
did not
like,
know that.
yeah, I mean that dude. Like, if you think about like authors who have like sold a lot, he almost never gets brought up in today's conversations. But that dude has sold a metric boatload of books. Like, he is in some ways, I mean, he's been pretty important to the genre, I think. But I've also heard that there's a book, and Alan told me about it. It's like the Druids. It's like maybe book 3 or 4, and Alan said it's like legit, like top tier, like amazing. And he kind of does his own thing in that one. But
Mhm.
yeah, I just think I know that there's a ring or something in that series, so maybe that's where I should go for my artifact.
So from what I remember of the Shannara series, it begins with like the most epic info dump of all time. And this was like a point in my reading where I didn't even know what an info dump was. And I was like, whoa, why is this guy just coming in and like I that's what I remember. But I think that if you work past that, it's probably gonna scratch that itch for you.
Okay.
What's the weirdest fantasy object in fantasy? Like the object itself. Is it the horn? There's a lot of like
Trying to think.
weird objects in Wheel of Time where it's like weird in a cool way.
I think there's a lot of horns in fantasy. Um, there's a golden pair of horns in the city of Golgotarath in the second apocalypse that are kind of weird. I don't know if that would count. I'm also
Mhm,
thinking of the Horn of Winter in the Song of Ice and Fire books.
mhm.
Um, I don't know what the weirdest one would
The
be.
rooster crown in Rote is cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think it can be anything. ADHD reader, artifacts, more artifacts. Like I think like it has to be like a tangible object.
Yes, like something that has meaning or value or power to it
Yeah.
that people would maybe fight over.
Mm. I love a good MacGuffin in my fantasy series. Nat is saying that he's hiding in the other room, but I'm overstating his appreciation of the Fiona of our tapestry. I think it's pretty good. What's your favorite GGK, Nat? Because I just remember that you really liked Fiona of our tapestry because it takes place at your university that you went to,
Oh, that's cool.
or
That's
part
really
of it
cool.
does.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's neat.
the Alethiometer and his Dark Materials is a really good one.
I need to finish that trilogy. I really like book 1.
This exchange in the chat is making me laugh. Harry Potter has good artifacts, Anita says, and the next the next chat, Harry Potter is trash. Uh,
Yeah, I always found the execution around the artifacts in Harry Potter to be pretty disappointing, actually.
Yeah, because like taking the alethiometer from his dark materials, it's like a very important artifact that
Mhm.
is very important to the plot and like integral to moving the plot forward. Whereas I feel like the artifacts in Harry Potter just come along at the right moment when it's convenient.
Mhm. And well, good way to sell merchandise.
Yeah. Um, the apple in the Bible.
Honestly, though,
Yeah, I guess so. Not a cool magic system.
we're still paying for it, apparently. It's an expensive apple.
Okay, Nat says Tigana is a book with no plot that is completely carried by Kay's prose.
Yeah, I actually only somewhat enjoyed Tagana. It's a lot of people's favorites, but I just thought it was okay. Um, I
Mm.
loved that Lines of Alverson, Song for Our Bone, Under Heaven, the Sailing to Sarantium, Lord of Emperors. I've read a lot of GGK now I'm thinking about it.
So I know you've never made a top 10 fantasy series of all time, but I think it would be interesting to do a top 10 like authors.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be it would get really tough if I didn't like silo it down to fantasy. If I said just top 10 authors, I think a cool video actually, I was thinking about making this video is the top 10 authors I've read the most from. Because
Mm,
I've actually read a lot of books from authors that aren't anywhere near my top 10 list.
yeah. Yeah, that would be a great video.
I've just been trying to gaslight myself into liking Brandon Sanderson. Like I've just been just trying.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Uh wait, no, the other way around. Um
I knew what you meant.
you gotta start pumping out those top 10 videos. That's
You
what
know,
Nat's always telling me to do.
I actually that's why I made my channel kind of in the first place was like the
Mhm.
idea was eventually doing top tens because I just think that they're a fun exercise. But then I saw maybe it was in my Discord or it was somewhere people just complaining about how everyone's top 10 is the exact same. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, like 4 of mine or 5 of my picks would probably be very similar to other people's. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't make it. Um, I just have low confidence.
Beltube said I did that video and Raymond E. Feist won at 19 books. Interesting.
Wow. I mean, Hop would probably be mine at 16 books, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 if you count. Oh no, 18 because I read the novella, Prince in the Bible, Piebald Prince or whatever,
Yeah.
and then I read the first one in The Soldier's Son. So 18 would be hard to beat, I imagine.
I'm gonna read her series, The Reindeer People. Well, it's not a series; it's just 2 books, and I'm so excited because
I've heard it's really good.
yeah, it's like the second book is called Wolf's Brother. So I'm like, there's got to be some like seeds of early Realm of the Elderling stuff going on in there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Lots of love for top 10 videos. Evie, I'm
Yeah,
down.
people
Let's do
like
it.
them. Like, and people, and I don't, I mean, I know people get annoyed whenever they see the same people at the top or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're always in the hope that you're going to hear about something new that you can get excited about. Like, I think that's the function of YouTube around books for the
Mhm.
most part.
Yeah, top 10 videos are like I go on people's channels and I will like sort by popular and like often their most popular videos are top 10. So,
I think a lot of like people who are over the top 10 videos maybe have watched too much BookTube, possibly.
are you saying that these people should maybe touch grass?
Potentially.
Evie, I will never forgive you, but no, I'm down to defer the Soldier Son trilogy buddy read because I'm there's so many books to read that I'm always like, if someone's like, I can't do a buddy reading right now, I'm like, okay, I'll just read one of 10 million other books I need to read.
Yeah, I'm with you. And when you get to book 2, let me know. I'll jump back in.
Oh yeah.
I like book 1. It was good.
Okay. Okay.
Alan's
We have
different. He has Asperger's. He has an excuse.
The prophecy. I love the prophecy.
100%. There's so much you can do with it. It could be true. It could be a misinterpretation. I know I've already talked about A Song of Ice and Fire 80 times, but I those are my favorite prophecies ever. Like some of them are fulfilled in such interesting, like stupid ways, and then some of them are actually appear to be true. I
Mhm.
love the prophecy. I'm all the way in.
Anytime a fantasy author has a prophecy and then the prophecy is fulfilled in a way that you wouldn't have thunk it, oh, I eat that shit up every single time.
Eh, I have a question. Should we move amazing food down to good?
Okay.
I just looking now, I'm like, okay,
Do we have
like,
too many in the
well,
top
I'm just
tier?
thinking like basically can't get enough means if someone mentions that this book has it, I'm probably like putting it on the TBR. And I don't think anyone's ever been like, dude, this book has amazing baked goods. And I've been like, yeah, it's moving up. Like, I don't think that's ever happened.
Well, you say that, and I can think of that one T. Kingfisher book. And what's it called? Someone knows in the chat. The defensive baking guide or something.
Yeah, defensive baking guide of a wizard or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, I still haven't read that book, so I guess what you're saying is correct. Where I heard that and I was like, oh, that sounds cool, but I still haven't read it. So, but I want to. So I
Yeah.
think that means it's good.
Yeah, and this is all relative, right? So like getting a better idea of what we really love. Which if you look, it basically is just mostly Wheel of Time and like Lord of the Rings stuff at the top.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Fantasy
boy.
fans loving the same things.
Yeah,
I guess we're a trope of fantasy fan
we
is what
are.
we are right now.
We are the pumpkin spice latte of fantasy readers, which I do enjoy.
I do love a PSL here and there. Lots of people bullying you to make a top 10 video,
I
Jimmy.
know. I need to just get it over with. I just I need to do. I'll do it as a live, then no one will watch. Be great.
What are you talking about? I think that if you did a top 10 fantasy series live, that would probably be your most watched video or most like you'd have like
Hmm.
200 people in chat, I think.
What if? Okay, you're inspiring me. You're inspiring
Oh,
me.
hello.
I want to second the demand for Jimmy to make a top 10 video.
The fact that Nat decided to come on camera means I have to do it. Like I literally have to do it. Oh, Nat, what did you order rid from Chinese?
I have not put the order in yet because I didn't hear her confirm that she wanted me to order.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're just never gonna get this food.
I know.
We're gonna
I'm
keep
just
forgetting
gonna
to
starve.
order
I actually will go in the other room and order it now because the place is gonna close in like an hour.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I will have to do the top 10 list.
Yeah. All right, that's all I needed. Have fun.
Good to see you, Nat. What a guy.
What a guy.
Like,
Who says used chicken on the screen?
if anyone should have a channel and like post regularly about what they're thinking, it should be Nat.
I've told Nat that if he makes videos, I will edit them for him because my least favorite part of making videos is filming and Nat's favorite part is filming. So and my favorite thing to do is edit and make thumbnails and all that. So we would be a dream team.
I think that is the perfect mashup. Like Mrs. Nuts, Kelsey loves making thumbnails. I hate making thumbnails. She like genuinely enjoys the practice of it.
It's so fun. I love making a thumbnail for my videos.
God bless you. I hate it. I just want to talk and leave. You know, that's all I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Ooh, butter pecan syrup now. So Evie, so I took Evie to a really fun local coffee shop and they have like the most amazing fall drinks. So I'm glad that you found an alternative that's more local, Evie.
That's awesome.
Okay. We've been doing this for like an hour now, so
we're doing great.
What do you think of the quest and or fool's quest and or fool's errands?
I like the fact that I've now read a couple of different quests that were very subverted. I thought that was a lot of fun. Actually, First Law does this. It's my favorite part of First Law. Anita, I have finished 10 series. How dare you? How dare you?
Oh,
you know,
What
These
happened to
viewers.
the nice chat that agreed with everything we said
It's
like
Anita. It's always
30
Anita. She's
minutes ago?
poison. She's poison. I I'm somewhere between good and take it or leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last Quest book I read, and I think I prefer plots where it's not driven by one specific goal and characters are sort of doing things for other motivations.
To psychoanalyze myself. I don't like. Oh no, I have bad news about dinner.
Uh-oh. We're never eating dinner.
Oh no, that's something you never want to hear. You never want to hear there's bad news about dinner.
It's true. This is what we get for knocking down amazing food from
It's true.
can't get enough to good.
Instant karma on live stream.
Uh,
So I think you're right about the quest. I think the quest, when it's centered around one thing, I think you can kind of see that end coming.
mhm.
And now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of people probably really enjoy the quest because there's like this guaranteed at the end, for the most part, that like, you know, you're gonna have the big climax and then you're gonna get to where you were and get the thing you wanted or whatever. And I've always said that I don't really care about endings that much. I'm not a big fan of endings. I don't finish TV shows I watch.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of endings. Sometimes it just makes me melancholy, and I kind of liken it to the fact that when I'm on a golf course, I'm playing like 9 holes. When I hit the hole 7, I get this feeling of like dread and of
Mm.
melancholy that it's almost over.
Mhm.
Like I'm the guy who's always thinking too far ahead and I can't be
Yeah.
in the moment. So maybe there's something with that of just who I am. Like, for instance, this sounds so weird. When you got to eat,
Mhm.
whenever the meal comes out, I'm so happy because I'm ready to
Mhm.
eat. But I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've yeah, there's something about like the anticipation and like the like waiting to do something and like thinking about how great it's going to be and the looking forward to it of it that is so exciting. And then once it's like about to be over, there's like the like it's like when you're hanging out with your friends and you just like sort of keep talking and then
Mhm.
you know you're like, "Oh, I'll walk you to your car." And then you talk at the car for like another hour.
Yeah.
I have a friend like this, Lisa, where she'll just be like, "I don't wanna go," and then we'll, like, be saying goodbye for, like, 3 hours.
Shout
So,
out to Lisa. Shout
shout
out
out
to
to
Lisa.
Lisa.
What a, what a,
Um,
what a great name, great person. I do this all the time. I think it's called a country goodbye or southern
oh,
goodbye, I think is what Alan did. We did it at his house. Every time I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna leave, and then I just like keep talking to him.
yeah. Well, that has nothing to do with quests, what we just talked about, but, yeah. I think I'm a take it or leave it girl when it comes to, with that.
You know what else is the worst? Whenever you say bye at a restaurant at the door and then you park next to each other.
Oh, no, I hate that, when you just keep walking in the same direction.
That's like
But
bottom 5 social interactions.
that's like the cursed version of the country goodbye, the Midwest goodbye,
Yeah.
where it's like, "Oh, I'd rather, like, actually just say goodbye and go."
I'll just go back into the restaurant and act like
Yeah.
I forgot something.
"Oh, I actually have to go to the bathroom."
Go for it. I got this.
No, 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 that was my part of the bit. You locked in so quickly.
Listen, I'm here for you. Okay.
Wow, that was great. That was awesome. Yeah, not big on quests.
Yeah. And then, whenever it always drags a little bit in the middle. It always does. It's hard. Yes, yeah, that's right.
What's the next one? Recluse who lives in the woods. Wow, I love that.
Real high up there. I'm almost tempted to put it in good, not can't get enough.
Yeah, I can't. This is sort of like a niche trope that I
It's
feel like
super
doesn't come
niche.
up that often.
It's not gonna make or break a book, probably.
Yeah. Who's that one wizard in the Hobbit movies who has like that house with a bunch of animals in it? I want to say his name was Tarragon, but that's definitely not correct.
I mean, I was thinking more of Tom Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil is of that archetype, but he's got a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A very
yes,
beautiful one.
Radagast. Darius Godwin.
Radagast. Radagast, the he has a title.
Oh, Derry, you make a good point with Fool's Errand.
Brown. There it is. Yeah,
Fitz is kind of a recluse in the woods in that book.
he is, and it's terrific.
Yeah. We can't put it in can't get enough though, because we can't.
Yeah, we're looking real basic, right?
We just like every single fantasy trope.
We like fantasy. What
We
can you
do.
say?
What can we say? Reinterpreted folk tales.
I want to hear your take first.
I kind of feel like this about the whole thing with redoing classics like ancient Greek tales with like a feminist twist, where I think it was really cool the first few times, but then after the first two, like so Lavinia by Ursula K. Le Guin, amazing, one of my favorite books of all time. But then it's like, okay, we keep doing it, and it's like, well, now you just have a formula that sells, and it feels sort of soulless.
I can't agree more. I would put this in the absolute bottom of the bin. I don't like it. I just don't.
It's been overdone at this point.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If it's a folk tale I'm not familiar with, that could be really cool. So like Black Leopard, Red Wolf, and the whole Dark Star trilogy by Marlon James, he's actually taking like African folklore and like pre-Muslim Christianity, African religions, and using that. So that's sick. Like that's cool because I don't know any of that stuff. But when it comes to this stuff that I just know very well, I'm good.
Yeah, like we've had enough Cinderella retellings. Leave Cinderella alone. Let her rest.
Yeah, she's done.
Derry said she would read 1,000 pages of Fitz being a recluse. You know what? I can't argue with that.
I believe you, Derry.
But that's just because Hobb is amazing. Nat is agreeing with me. Good job, Nat.
He's sucking up because dinner has bad news.
Yeah. Anita said depends on execution for every single trope.
Well said, Anita. You got any more brain busters?
It's just often done poorly. That's fair.
Yeah, when I know a story's beats that are coming, it's hard for me to get real invested, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I can appreciate execution, but I just don't think I'm gonna be like full sail into it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could be proven wrong, but
see, I think folklore itself is goated, but I think when you're like constantly retelling it is when I start to get lost in the sauce. Urban
you hate
fantasy
to get lost in the sauce. Never
yeah. Urban fantasy does this better than literary fiction. I love African and Celtic gods. I think you know who does this actually really well is P. Jelly Clark.
Oh,
I love P. Jelly Clark's books.
Master of Jin is so good.
Oh yeah. Have you read the novellas?
I have not, and I actually was going to pick up his Ring Shout novella, but Barnes & Noble wanted like $34 for an 80-page book. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Like, what are we doing? I don't know if it was $34, but it was definitely over 20. And I was like, this is absurd.
Have you read any of Marlon James's non-fantasy, Jimmy?
I have read the first 200 pages of A Brief History of Seven Killings, and I did not DNF it. It was more like, I need to give this book my absolute full attention, and I'm not supposed to be reading this thing right now. So I have, I just have not finished it. I think Brief History of Seven Killings is like
Nat loves that book.
Good. Oh, that book. He is operating at a whole different level. Like, I think Marlon James is fantastic. He also wrote a TV show that was very good.
What's the TV show?
Get Millie Black or Millie Brown. It's a Jamaican crime show, and it is phenomenal. It's so good. Yeah, I think
I'm always looking for shows to watch with Nat.
Yeah.
So.
Get Millie Black, especially if Nat's already a fan of Marlon James. Rotten Tomatoes has us 100%. Like it
Oh
is,
wow.
yeah, it's one of the most underrated HBO shows, I think.
Oh, if it's an HBO show, that's also. I
Yeah,
feel like HBO very rarely has hit misses.
it's a slammer.
Yeah, Evie. Akatar-esque, not my favorite, but Winter Night. I know that's a Catherine Arden. Is that correct? I want to
Oh,
read
it's
that.
the one that wrote Kristen Hanna. Or am I way?
No, that
I'm way
Kristen
off.
Hanna is that's the Four Winds lady.
Whatever. I was close. Not really.
Whatever. Oh, Anitha. Winter Night is beautiful. Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of caveats to the folklore take here.
There is, and I would be maybe consider putting it in the bad, I guess, because
Yeah, I'm being influenced because I do love Lavinia, but I think folklore is different from like, well,
mythology, right?
yeah,
Is it?
is it? I don't know. I'm not.
I didn't go to college. I'm not the guy to ask.
I got a STEM degree, so I don't know either.
Yeah, we're engineers, okay?
I was actually thinking about this today, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I actually think that being an engineer has made me worse at communicating.
Hmm.
And this is something that Louis said, Nat's brother, the other day, and I was thinking about that this morning. And I was like, being an engineer has made me a worse communicator. One, because other engineers are so awkward and I feed off of their awkwardness, and that makes me more awkward. And also, two, what Louis was saying was that as an engineer, you have to communicate with other engineers, and then you sort of have this like lingo that you use. And like it's been interesting coming back to BookTube after working as an engineer, because I feel like I've gotten worse at speaking to the camera than I was like 5 years ago when I first started.
See, I've been afforded all of my opportunities in software because I can talk.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you can speak to people. You don't look at the floor when you talk.
Yeah. Just randomly. Yeah. Engineers are awkward.
It's the Tylenol.
Yeah, definitely. The Reluctant Hero.
Oh,
I don't like this. I
I'm
hate this
out.
actually.
I'm out.
This is one of my least favorite parts of Wheel of Time, which I'm sorry for only talking about Wheel of Time, but
It's all good. Me and you both are. We have our series that are like our foundations, and I don't think that they're also massive series. So of course, there's a lot of examples. I don't think we have to apologize. I think we're great.
yeah, Wheel of Time is pretty egregious for this, but it's just annoying because it's like we know that you're gonna do the thing, so just do the thing. Like,
Yeah.
quit your whinging.
Yeah, this the spinning of the wheels, like this is where books spin out. I don't like the Reluctant Hero at all. In fact, I would say, yeah, it would make me avoid a book, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Success's mindset. Jimmy has them considering a software career.
Maybe
Wow.
wait, see how this thing shakes
Influencing.
out. Yeah. Every trope, that's a plus. If we didn't like tropes, we wouldn't be watching this. Well, every story has tropes too. It's not even just a fantasy thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, when people say I don't like tropes, I think it's just such a like stupid thing to say. I know that's mean, but like, you know, if we're being pedantic about what it means, like every single story is comprised of some tropes. Just is what it is.
Yeah. It has to. And if they don't drag on, what was the point? Paul said, reluctant hero plots drag on to be believable. And if they don't drag on, what was the point? Yeah. It's kind of like a recursive thing.
Yeah, it's like miscommunication tropes too. Like you're gonna have to retread ground. This happens in Robin Hobb's books all the time, where some people are privy to information that others aren't, and then the readers have to kind of sit with that. And I see a lot of people get turned off by live ships because of this. It's never bothered me, by the way, but I think it's kind of the same vibe as Reluctant Hero.
Yeah. I think miscommunication is different though, because I feel like everyone miscommunicates. It's like very human.
Oh yeah.
And like that's the one where I'm like, some authors do it in a way that speaks to the humanity of it, and some authors do it in a way where I'm like, okay, you just needed the characters to be in this situation to
Yeah.
do the plot that you wanted to do.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more manufactured sometimes, and that's when it kind of drags.
Yeah, that's just dramatic irony.
Yeah,
Same information from different POVs is different. Evie never miscommunicates.
this is true.
The Secret Heir.
I'm trying to think of the last time I read about a secret heir.
I'm pretty sure Realm of the Elderlings has this at some point in multiple ways.
I think I like when it's subverted more than a straight up secret heir. I'm indifferent about this one.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, take it or leave it. I think at one point it probably been pretty high, but I'm trying to think of like many examples outside of A Song of Ice and Fire.
The default fantasy.
Yeah, talking animals.
I love a talking animal.
I used to despise it. His Dark Materials kind of has changed me a little bit on this. So I'm open to putting this higher.
Well, talking animals, I like Realm of the Elderlings has the best talking animal of all time. And then there's like Narnia, where the talking animals are like sort of set pieces and don't care that Aslan left them alone and neglected them for like centuries. Like, so it's kind of a spectrum.
It isn't.
Oh, is
things.
Night Eyes a telepathic animal? Interesting.
Yeah, I still count that as.
Yeah.
I know it's not technically, but I would. I'm willing to put it in good. I'll tell you what. I'd be willing to put it in good.
We're feeling generous. A Scene in a Tavern.
I think it's good.
Good.
Yeah, it would probably be Can't Get Enough, but once again, I don't know if it would make a book, break a book.
The Dagger and the Coin has some great scenes in taverns where it's like taverns become a place where characters do business and have conflicts, and I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, there's plenty of series I can think of that have amazing taverns. There's this thing called A Song of Ice and Fire and Wheel of Time. Those have good tavern scenes. King Killer obviously is on that list.
Oh yeah.
Say what you want for King Killer. I know there's a lot of people who hate the series, but I love those tavern scenes so much.
Oh yeah,
they're so atmospheric and endearing to me. And then Dagger and Coin. Dagger and Coin's tavern scenes are great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Aragorn's entry in Fellowship is iconic.
Banger. Also just great. The hobbits are dancing on the table. It's a good scene.
Yeah. The Waiting Evil. What's this?
I think it's kind of like a sleeping evil that has been around, and like there's like this bigger threat out there, which I think the waiting, if that's what this is, you know what? Let's ask Google real quick. The Waiting Evil. I feel like a boomer asking Google. I could ask ChatGPT. The Evil in Waiting is a quest in Skyrim. All right. Well, that is not what we want.
Have you played Skyrim?
Yeah. Too many times.
I'm not too much of a gamer, but I like
gamer girly?
No, I'm not a gamer girly.
You're an engineer.
Yeah. I'm not a software engineer, so I feel like that's why I'm not a gamer.
Okay. I don't know. I could see you being into like town building games.
Yeah, like Stardew Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Nat's always trying to get me to play TFT with him, which is like an auto chess game.
I wanted to get back into TFT.
Nat is really good at TFT. Like
I could see that. I feel like Nat's good at a lot of things.
He's very he is good at a lot of things, but I also, what I like about Nat is that he will be like, I want to get good at this thing, and then like just be like single-mindedly about like just doing that thing. So
that is me.
That's TFT for him right now.
That is me with golf.
Hell yeah. Both of you on your grinds.
Um, if the waiting evil is in fact this like sleeping evil that is being reawakened and is like kind of overseeing all of these things happen, independent of what's happening in the world, then I love it. Like existential threat, can't get enough. Love it. But I don't know if that's what this means.
Is this like White Walkers?
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to read. But I like the White Walkers though. So
very based. I mean, we could talk about the Storm King or the Scythy from Memory Star and Thorn. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I would say, what are the folks from the Tower and Realm of the Elderlings?
The Claris?
I think that those kind of count, right? A little bit. Yeah.
I want to put this in Can't Get Enough because I
I'm with
do
you.
love it that much.
Yeah. Whenever there's something that is like the stakes are so high, like that immediately just raises the stakes if it's that big of a threat. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Witches. Okay, I hate to put another one in Can't Get Enough, but I do love witches.
Oh, I'm with you. Put it up there. Let's go.
Yeah.
We had like 3 others. We were like, we would put it up there, but a little top heavy.
Yeah. Well, we do love fantasy, and I haven't seen the one that we did 5 years ago, but I think it was also pretty top heavy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like Amazing Food might have changed. Talking Animals, I feel like I fought you guys on. I'm pretty sure I fought you guys on that last time.
I think you might not have read. No. You were reading Mad Ship.
Oh.
And I think that I think you hadn't read Tawny Man at that point, which I think is a big one.
Ago.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. I want to see what the biggest mover is.
Like, I'm looking for it right now as we speak.
I'm very excited to see this. We planned this, by the way. We said in 5 years, we'll get back together.
Like the Mr. Beast Hi Me in 10 years video that he just put out.
Oh no. That's like, that is the Zoomer 5-year plan.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I have to figure out a way to show this on screen. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot and then upload that to the StreamYard.
She said, Anita said you could download this as an image and do side by side.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, Anita, you're so smart. It's a shame you're such a negative Nancy. Matt said, run it back in 2030. I'll be dead by then. I hope.
By 2030?
Yeah, I hope. Gosh.
What? I need you around to boost my live stream numbers. You can't go that fast.
At that point, though, you could be like, Jimmy back from the dead, ? And then have it like an AI version of me.
Yeah.
Okay,
great. Is this is our current one?
Yes. I feel confident the homogenous species being in the bottom is definitely probably congruent with the previous one. What if it's just the same? What if it's just the same list?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
How do I add both of these to the stage?
I have no idea.
Jimmy, help.
You might have to share your entire screen and put that just on the screen, I guess. Okay,
this is our old one.
Wow, we had only one in absolute trash. We're haters compared to the old us.
Wow, a scene in tavern was like really high.
I think we just fell in like it, you know. I mean, I'm not upset with it. Obviously, Magic. We just said sure, we love Magic. This time we pushed back a little bit. Dragons dropped the good dragon stock. It's a bear market.
Wow. The Chosen One. We didn't like the Chosen One
this time. Talking Animals did move up. Bullish on Talking Animals. Here comes the Cavalry we put in Take It or Leave It. The Reluctant Hero? We had it in Take It or Leave It?
What were we on?
Witches? Take It or Leave It?
Wow. You know, oh, okay. So we
We
don't
can blame
have,
Ash.
yeah, the Ash influence.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Strictly good versus evil and can't get enough. That has to be the biggest fall.
Yeah.
Has to be. I can already hear myself 5 years ago. You know, I'm getting tired of everything having to be gray. Sometimes I just want to know who to root for. I can just hear myself.
Okay. I'm like the way my brain is not working right now trying to get both of these images on the screen. This is like the hardest thing I've ever done. Okay.
You've graduated college.
Graduating college wasn't that hard, honestly.
Oh, wow. Brag more, why don't you? Jeez. I dropped out twice.
Not as hard as trying to figure out how to put two images on the screen at the same time.
And you said you liked editing and thumbnails. Look at this. Look at this. This is a disaster.
Well, this is like if someone is watching you while you're
Oh. Someone
hopefully
tries to
you don't
watch
have
me
anything
code.
crazy. Okay, I can't. It's like the system settings won't work. Okay. It's like making me put in my password to.
Oh.
Okay, I can't do it, guys. It's not allowing me to. It's literally making me restart Google Chrome to do this. I can't do it.
Try it anyways. Just try to share it anyways. Sometimes it actually doesn't require a restart.
Oh, okay. Uh, share screen.
Come on.
Entire screen window? No.
Put the two on a screen, take a screenshot of that, then share that.
Oh, wow. Wow. You
This
see,
is some 4D chess. By the way, tonight's stream sponsored by Gatorade. Trust yourself and stay hydrated. That's not their slogan, I don't think, but I just made it up.
You're getting sponsored by Gatorade?
You are.
We're getting paid for this?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
All right, here we are. Okay, look at this.
you're gonna have to zoom in a little bit.
Okay, so Reluctant Hero had a absolute fall from grace. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah. And the Lucky Novice. We like the Lucky Novice more this time.
I feel like I did not. I feel like I would have pushed back on that, but who knows? I was dumb 5 years ago. Prophecy went up. Cursed
wow.
Beauties and Good?
Why? What were we thinking? And
What are we-
Reinterpreted Folktales was in Can't Get Enough.
What are we doing here?
We were nice and we put magic and Can't Get Enough.
The Homogeneous Species was in bad. I think that's not a good look for us. We've evolved in our views. You see,
We've become more woke if it's
Yeah.
possible, if that's possible.
I'm so woke. It's crazy how woke I am. We've learned you can indeed get enough. Yes, that is true, Derry. We have indeed learned. Evil Overlord took a beating.
Wow.
Strict good versus evil, though. What a fall from grace.
Yeah. What were we thinking?
The
Waiting
Quest
Evil.
was in Can't Get Enough.
Damn.
Yo, I don't trust me from 5 years. I'm deleting every video I ever made 5 years ago. Cannot be trusted.
Well, I think this is interesting because I feel like both of us are now on, like, we're moving away from fantasy being the only thing we read. Because I feel like 5 years ago, I only read fantasy.
Yeah.
And now I read so much more. Like, I still read primarily fantasy, but I don't know. I'm looking for other things now. So I feel like this is interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely read far wider than I used to be. Or I used to rather. And it makes sense though. I mean, you kind of read what you're really, really excited for, and you get to be part of conversations, which is why a lot of people read the same stuff in the genre. And you have to start looking for some other things, you know. And what was the most consistent thing? Did we have anything? The Mentor.
Okay.
The Mentor was we were good, and The Waiting Evil. So
Someone write a book with a mentor and a waiting evil.
I mean, I guess you could argue that those are the only two that should be in Can't Get Enough because they were
Yeah.
consistent.
Yes. Stood the test of time.
Not bad.
Well,
We didn't have Ash here, so it's not
yeah.
a true one for one.
College graduate engineer struggles to use free streaming platform. I feel so validated right now. Listen, I didn't go to school for StreamYard engineer. I went to school for chemical engineering. If you want me to do a material balance on this right now, I'll do it. I have no idea what the update is on the dinner situation.
It's dire straits. I think you're in trouble.
Nat did have an ominous message earlier on, so hopefully.
And has went radio silent.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything since.
He probably has passed out from malnutrition.
Yeah. Poor Nat. I made Nat go grocery shopping while I was on the stream. He went grocery shopping. He's no dinner.
What a guy.
While I've been on YouTube. Tier ranking fantasy tropes. Shout out.
Man, what a guy. I mean, grocery shopping before dinner, bold move. Bold move.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, I'm sure you have dinner plans as well, unless you've already eaten dinner.
Hungry.
So, thank you so much for joining me and redoing our fantasy trope tier list from 5 years ago. This was amazing. I will see you again in 5 years to redo this.
Wait, if I'm alive, I'll be here.
You're gonna be, because I need you. I need you to be here. Thank you to everyone in the chat. It was so lovely to see y'all. Yeah, take care. Have a good dinner, y'all.
Keep turning the page.
Had to